WVTV is on your side and in bird-friendly communities this morning. Joining us today is Curtis Smalling. He is with the National Audubon Society talking about building bird-friendly communities in the area. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about this. This is a national initiative?
Right. The National Audubon Society has identified several areas of kind of cooperative work. Bird-friendly communities is one of those, to really work for conservation of birds where people live. Makes better communities for birds, but also better communities for people.
And we talked a little bit here in the break that there's some areas that are declining in that sense, right?
Yeah, so we have several species that aren't doing as well as they used to. Obviously, urbanization, changes in our climate, all those things affect a lot of the birds, and so the good news is there's a lot of things people can do.
I was just about to jump into that. Let's talk about what some things we can do to help get that bird population back.
Yeah, so our Bird-Friendly Communities program in North Carolina really has three main components. The first is kind of making buildings safer. You know, a lot of birds fly into glass and get killed, especially during migration periods like we're in right now. The second is the use of native plants. Most of our birds eat insects, and the nice thing about exotic plants is they don't attract as many insects, but the downside of that is the birds don't have enough insects to feed their babies to be successful. So we're really promoting the use of native plants. The third thing is working for specific species, and so we're working on brown-headed nuthatches for the next year or two. This box that I've got with me today is a simple way that people can help that bird. Standard bluebird box, like you're used to seeing along roadsides and in people's yards. But it's a smaller bird, needs a smaller hole, and so this tiny little hole.
They fit into this tiny hole?
They're only about 4 inches long.
Wow.
Pretty common across North Carolina, but they use a 1 to a 1 1/8 inch hole, so that kind of excludes the bigger birds, allows them to be successful. We've got a big goal across North Carolina to put 10,000 boxes out with partners and individuals.
Excellent.
We're up to about 3,000 right now, so we need everybody's help. So we ask folks to, if they're interested, to send us an email at nuthatch@audubon.org, and we can send you information about building or where to buy a box. We'll send you one of these free excluders on the front here, so you can make it, you know, a specific box for a brown-headed nuthatch.
Sure. And where would we place it? We could place this just anywhere in our backyard type thing?
So they're a southern bird. They're only found in the southeast, and they love pine trees. So when I walked into the station this morning, you guys have some nice big pines in the front yard. That's what they like.
Are you dropping a hint telling us we need to put a...
I'm going to leave this one for you, and I'm going to make sure you put it up. But, yeah, so they love pines. If you've got pines in your neighborhood, you don't have to have them in your yard, but if you've got them in your neighborhood, put a box up, and you'll probably get a nuthatch.
Excellent. Well, we hope it's a successful initiative for you guys. Thanks for coming on and talking about it.
I really appreciate it.
All right, Curtis. Let's toss it over to meteorologist Al Conklin now.